Hey boys and girls, welcome to another super exciting, outrageous toy review. Today, I have a case of G.I. Joe vs. Transformer vinyl minifigures from KidRobot. I got to see these up close and in person at New York Toy Fair, and I was telling the representative from KidRobot how much I would love to do a review of these, and she hooked me up big time. Check out the artwork on the box. It is based on the modern IDW Transformers vs. G.I. Joe series. This has been a crossover in the past, but this time it's got a really funky, old-fashioned style art that looks really good. And you can see a bunch of the characters here on the package. Who knew that when Mutt was using a jump jetpack, Junkyard had one to use as well? Alright, I got the case opened up here. Let's dig into it. Alright, box number one. The box has similar packaging art as the case itself. It does have those different characters on the side. One side is mostly Joe's. One side is mostly Transformers, but they're not a pure mix on these two sides, which I thought maybe it would be with the whole Transformers vs. G.I. Joe thing. But anyway, let's get ripping in here. Oil bag. We've got Starscream. Cobra! You can see Starscream's got a little bit of an unusual design in this series with the Cobra emblem over his one eye. There is a lot of painted on detail. A lot of this chest detail and things like that are just painted on, but it gives him that art style that matches the comic book really nicely. He does have articulation at the arms. Unfortunately, his wings kind of stop that from moving very far. Everything else seems to be static. Box number two. Oh, we got his mate. So you can see that Starscream is 2 out of 24. Yep, checking that on the side of the box there. Interesting that they were both in the same row. I don't know if every case is the same. Ooh, we've got Snake Eyes. Again, I love the painted on detail. His chest has a little bit of sculpted work to it, like his pecs stick out a little bit, but the abs and everything else, the little shines on his muscles, are all painted on. His head is not articulated. His arms do move. This one's a little stuck. There we go. Now it's free. So just his arms can move. He's sort of his 85 version there with the visor. And here he is with his sword. So he comes with an accessory. He kind of looks like his 82 body with his 85 head. Sort of an interesting combination here. The sword's a little loose, but it doesn't seem like he's going to drop it. Alright. Moving on. Wheeljack. Alright. So here's Wheeljack. Again, articulated arms. Just take a little work to loosen them up. He looks pretty good. I like how he's got his little weapon on the shoulder there. Again, lots of nice paint work with the Autobot symbol and all the other details on him. Wow, even his back looks great with all the striping and the numbers. That's pretty awesome. We got another Wheeljack. So if you find a fresh case, it seems like a lot of times the figures are near each other. Just sort of my strategy is to often never take figures in the same row. Like take one out of each row and kind of stagger it when I'm randomly picking a few out of a case at a store. I've just kind of noticed that with a couple different brands. Last figure in the second row on the top feels like a Joe. And it's another Snake Eyes. Alright. Middle one from the third row. Oh, you got an accessory there. Ooh, we've got Prime. Autobots, roll out. His Autobot symbols actually show up more on camera than they show up in person. In the particular lighting I have, they're sort of almost a pink color, and then there's like this dark maroon around them. And it's very faint. It's interesting how much they pop on camera, though. Love the paint apps with the windshield and the grill here. He looks pretty great. Again, articulated arms. Nothing at the head. He comes with a sword. He's even got wheels on the side of his feet there. That's pretty sweet. Oh yeah, Wheeljack had him too. Alright. On to the next box. Is this going to be another Prime? It's a Transformer for sure. Ooh, Soundwave. No accessory for Soundwave. He does have his cannon on his shoulder there. Arms are a little stiff. Gotta work them loose. He looks pretty good. He has, I think, the same body as Prime and Wheeljack. They have different heads and different arms, obviously. But the body seems to be pretty much all the same. But again, great paint apps, great styling to make it look like the way the art is drawn in the series. His back's a little bit more plain. Yep, the heads don't move. I thought maybe they would, just because it seems like they're reusing the bodies but changing the heads around. Ah, there we go. I was worried about breaking that arm, but I knew it wasn't quite loose enough. Next one. Transformer. Prime. Be careful, these little baggies get stuck down in the bottom of the silver bag. Don't want to throw out an accessory. Alright, moving on to the back row, center figure. Transformer. Ooh, Megatron. I thought you were made of sterner stuff. I love how he's got his mace coming out of his cannon. Isn't the cannon usually on his other arm, though? Maybe it's different in this comic. For some reason, I'm almost positive the cannon usually goes on that arm. Anyway, again, great paint apps on the face and the torso and everything there. It's the same body again. Pretty standard Transformer body, but he looks great. Really fun figure. So he can fight Prime with his mace while Prime's got the sword there. I found a Grimlock head in the bottom. Interesting. Still working on that back row here. We've got Shockwave. I think he's missing an antenna there. That's a little bit of a shame. Soundwave is really cool. Or Shockwave is really cool. Yeah, his little peg was inside the bag. Got busted off. Hopefully that's not going to be a quality control problem with these guys. I mean, it's easy enough to glue it back on there, but I hate when that kind of stuff happens. Alright. Last one in the back row here. Well, we got Megatron again with the Grimlock head, so I guess that wasn't a mistake. Kind of even looks like it could have been Triptychon's head. They painted it, right? So that top layer was very Transformer heavy. Be interesting to see if this bottom layer is very G.I. Joe heavy. Front and center. Grimlock. Very cool. His little arms are articulated. I like that. And his head is much larger than this little Dinobot skull that came with Megatron. So that's interesting. Very cool, though. Look at the... He's got detailing on his belly there and his knees. I like him a lot. Alright. See who's next to him here. This one's a light one. Must be a Joe. Well, we got Scarlett. She does not come with an accessory. I thought for sure she'd have a crossbow. She's wearing green and yellow, which is pretty unusual for Scarlett. She's got articulated arms here. No articulation at the head, which has been standard with this toy line. She does have a little painted detail on her arm. Alright, let's put her over here by Snake Eyes. Hopefully she can stand up okay. She's got very tiny feet. Third figure in the front row here. Grimlock, number 2. I'm actually looking forward to meeting Greg Berger, the voice of Grimlock. He's going to be at RetroCon this year, coming up in October. That should be exciting in Oaks, Pennsylvania. All right, center of the second row on the bottom. Cobra Commander. He is very large. Wow, his head's like humongous. Here's the Commander next to Snake Eyes. Very broad-shouldered, very large, and in charge. But again, great paint apps. I love the way they've shaded his helmet there. Or not his helmet, but his mask. He's got all these details painted on him. He's got a little tiny device on his belt there. I think it's a gun in a holster, maybe. Pretty cool looking. I like him. Again, articulation at the shoulders. Nice. Alright. Working on the second row here. Oh, have an avalanche. We've got the glow-in-the-dark Prime. That's pretty fun looking, actually. I really like that. Alright, I'm going to insert a shot right here of him glowing in the dark. Right here. He even has his little sword there. Very cool. Alright, last figure in the second row of the bottom layer. Feels like a Cobra Commander. There he is.
May I have your attention, please? This is Cobra Commander, and I am ordering you to surrender the governments of the world to me.
Alright, center of the third row on the bottom layer. It's a Joe. Bazooka! He's got a Cobra helmet on. Whoa. He's got his number 14 Patriots jersey on, though. And he's got a toilet seat with him. Alright. I love his epic stash there. Wow, what a figure. Alright, we're still working through that third row. Ah, there he is. Destro. I was really hoping to get him. He's awesome. He's got nice silver paint on his helmet and his gloves. Again, man, Cobra Commander is enormous looking compared to these other guys. Craziness. Alright, Destro.
Cobra Commander, I insist that you stop this immediately. Your alliance with the Transformers can lead to nothing but terrible destruction.
Oh, Destro.
Last one in the third row there. Another old bazooka. Center one, fourth row, back row, bottom layer. Oh, it's Bumblebee! Alright, so now it's time to reveal, now that you've been surprised a little bit, time to reveal the Case Assortment. So we've got regular Prime, 2 out of 24. We've got glow-in-the-dark Optimus Prime, 1 out of 48, so he's pretty rare. Soundwave's 1 out of 24. Starscream's 2 out of 24. Bumblebee's 3 out of 48. Megatron is 2 out of 24. Shockwave is 1 out of 24. Snake Eyes is 2 out of 24. Serpentor is 1 out of 96. Bazooka is 2 out of 24. Cobra Commander is 2 out of 24. Destro is 1 out of 24. Grimlock's 2 out of 24. Scarlett's 1 out of 24. General Flag is 1 out of 40. Wheeljack's 2 out of 24. Baroness is 1 out of 24. And Grimlock Blue Metallic is 1 out of 96. So there's only 2 left. Are they going to be bumblebees? I'm hoping for at least one more character. It's a Transformer for sure. Bumblebee! No spare tire on the back. Or it's a spare tire, but it's in a cover, I guess. Alright, this is it. This is the last one. Who is it gonna be? I would love a Baroness. Yeah, I think Baroness is the one I want the most that I don't have. Serpentor's real rare. And the Chrome Grimlock's real rare. I wouldn't mind getting a General Flag, but he's 1 out of 48, so he's a little bit more rare. It's a Joe. Ah, we got the Baroness. Awesome. She has little red shades or translucent material that's glued on her face. That's not a paint app. I like how her hair is sculpted out to the side there. Look at the shading in blue, just like in a comic. That's awesome. She has articulated arms. She is not the same mold as Scarlett. She does not have the same pouches, because Scarlett's pouches on her waist and her little knife over here are sculpted on details, and the Baroness does not have them. So they're not sharing a body mold, which I thought maybe they would be. They might be sharing hands. That's pretty cool. That's a great level of detail. Special thanks to my friends at KidRobot for sending over this case so we can unbox it and do a little review here on the channel. For those of you at home, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check out our other SEO Toy review videos.